Well, good morning. So the last video you see, we took the combine to full line, and actually we came home with this grain head, which is a 635 FD. So this head has belts, which brings the crop to the feeder house into the combine. So if you were watching in other videos, the ones I tried, I really liked the 35-foot auger head. Actually, I had no issues with it. I tried it out, and it was an awesome head. Reason why I went to the Draper head is simplicity, that everybody has something bad to say about the auger head. It's a harder resale value. This has a better value for the next time we're going to trade in. If you have a 30-foot auger head, everybody has great things to say. It's an easy sell, which we had a 30-foot auger head. So once we stepped up, that's why I went Draper. So not very often I get to do this. I was editing the video and I thought, hey, you know what? I should talk about why I went John Deere over another brand like MacDon. So actually, let me know from you guys. I'm now using my DJI camera instead of the GoPro. So before this segment was GoPro, after it will be GoPro. Let me know. So I will tell you why I went with this head instead of MacDon, and it really doesn't have to do with, I think the John Deere head is better. This is a used head. It came up. It was in my price range. We're redoing a barn. My 30-foot, it's going to need some work. So this was a good upgrade. So that is why I went with this head. But here is what I don't like about the John Deere head is, so you can see the two belt system. Now they say everything's just supposed to nicely go over top of there, and it probably does, but I don't like that space in it. Personal preference. That is really the only thing I don't like about it. This is the same HydroFlex system that was on my 30-foot head. Really like that. I've used another 35-foot, and I've used an auger head, and the cut job on these are awesome. Obviously, my head did a great cut job. So this head is only 1,000 pounds, 800 to 1,000 pounds heavier than a 35-foot auger head. So it's for weight-wise, it's pretty nice. So going to talk about the MacDon, which I really liked. I really liked the cut job. I just couldn't find a used MacDon for a John Deere that was in great shape. So the only reason why I didn't go MacDon is this one came up. But the MacDon is a nice head. Downfall with the MacDon, I believe it's 2,000 to 3,000 pounds heavier than this head. So it's just a heavier head. It had some cool options. So right here, where it hooks up to the combine, on the MacDon, it's an oil reservoir. So that MacDon runs on that oil reservoir, and you can actually tip the MacDon in the field. So if you want to get your knife closer to the ground or off the ground, you can actually do that by right from the cab. That was a really nice feature of that MacDon head. I like the one belt system of the MacDon. MacDon is Canadian made. If I could have found actually brand new, a MacDon is cheaper than John Deere. I just couldn't find a used one. That's it. But anyways, both are good heads, and I think this will be a great fit for our John Deere combine. It'll marry to it nicely because it plugs in right to the John Deere ports. John Deere's like each other. I know every time you put a different piece of equipment, like if it's a case to a John Deere or John Deere to case, or I'm just using those two as an example. Sometimes they don't like each other in the computer system. It just takes a little bit more work to get that to work together. But anyways, we'll carry on with the video. This is the next day, actually. I was editing the video, and I was like, I should probably do this. So you're going to get back to the video right now. It is in good shape. I've looked at a couple different heads, and yeah, there's a lot of junk out there. There's no doubt about it. Why I didn't go brand new comes down to, if you are watching, you know I'm going to be doing a chicken barn. I just didn't fit into the program. Looking at my auger head, why the upgrade? I've been looking for a few years. Nothing lasts forever. That's all I'm going to say about it. That head needs a bit of work to bring it up to snuff. This one's good to go. So anyways, we got soybeans going out today, so we're going to go get the 806 warming up. It's cold out there today, actually, but it's funny, it's going to be like plus 11 this week, and snow's going to melt. It's already been melting. Later today it'll be plus 4. I think it's minus 1 right now, so it's not super cold. Anyways, I got to go change. So we'll scoot over there, change, get the 806 going. So it's been plugged in all night.
Just testing. Nothing worse than things froze up when the truck gets here.
All is good. So because we roasted that full, we haven't pulled out of this bin yet this year, so we've had some surplus to sell, which is good. Okay, so that truck is loaded. We're gonna go do chores and we'll see you guys after. We're back at the shop. I cleaned the floor, blew off a little bit.
Plus months, so we're dirty in the head.
As it rinse it, just start driving. Need some high heat, BHT, love this stuff.
Last coat for the manifolds.
Whew, look at it, just melting. It's crazy. So we have somebody here weighing our pullets. We'll probably see how they do later, but I'm gonna go have lunch. Then I got some paperwork to do, so it's gonna be a couple hours, but you'll see me after that. So we're back from lunch and paperwork. So we were talking with Union Gas. There's a discrepancy on our billing, trying to get that figured out. And we went over to Full Line where the combine is, looked at the damage. They're surprised it did as good of a job as it did, being of how screwed up it is. It's going to be relatively expensive to fix. That is an insurance claim. So there'll be a claim going through, obviously. That's never fun, but it is what it is. It's why you pay insurance for these kind of screw ups. So right now Owen's been waxing this head as you've seen earlier. I am going to take seam sealer, and you can see, there we go. So I'm just seam sealing some of these areas that isn't gonna be bolted on. So I'm gonna do all these between these welds. So I find on newer equipment, newer wagons are really putting a lot of seam sealer onto these joints. That way dirt doesn't get in between there and rust. That's the game plan. Just trying to stop this thing from rusting in certain areas. So we're gonna do that spot, this bracket right here. Anything that's not bolted to the head, like, we're gonna do this whole area. Okay, I guess I really don't have any. We're just gonna be seam sealing. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to do these areas though. So when I was washing this head, dirt gets stuck over here and it can fall through those spots. So we want the dirt to run out where it can run out, but where it physically, if we won't let it get into like this plate here, it can't get in, period. So that's the game plan. So we're just gonna roll through and we're gonna lick a finger, make it look prettier. All right. So I'm going to finish doing that, or at least I'll run out of seam seal. I'll have to get another tube, I think. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm gonna finish up seam sealing. That'll be good. I gotta get my kid to hockey tonight. The afternoon has got away on me. So you guys make sure you like, subscribe, have a good one. Peace.